weeks before breaking his current mortgage to lower the balance used to calculate his penalty?
Well, thanks, Jerry. That's a good question from Robert. What most of the banks are doing these days is that they allow you to pay down your mortgage by 15% in any fiscal or any calendar year, depending on when you started taking out your mortgage. So what will happen is that before you sell your property, they're going to allow you to make a 15% lump sum payment against it if you had that much money. Some of the lenders, certainly the virtual lenders, are allowing the lawyers to actually do that at closing so that you can actually decrease your payout penalty. And that's really good about them. So what that means is that if you've got a $300,000 mortgage, they advance the funds to the lawyers to pay out the mortgage, but before the lawyers pay out that mortgage, they calculate what the prepayment would have been and allow them to take 15% of that, so that'd be $15,000, and lower down the payout penalty and then calculate on the remaining balance. So some of the lenders are really good at that.
Oh, that's great. For more expert mortgage information, you can go online, visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Bill. In the next segment of the show, we'll be talking about improving your mobility around the house with our very special guest, Guy Redmond of Nationwide Lifts.
And we'll take a look at the Tri-Cities market with Andrea Jacques of Keller Williams Elite Realty.
Good morning. It's Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages, and our producer this morning is Paul Dembski, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hello, I'm Judith Harris, General Manager of First Service Residential. If we have the privilege to manage your individual investment home or condo, we use the utmost care and integrity in selecting and screening a tenant for your investment. We'll verify the occupation, income, references, and previous landlords of any prospective tenants to ensure your asset is protected and in good hands. If this is a pet-friendly home, we screen the pet as well. Our in-house licensed rental agents are a team committed to excellence in finding the best and most suitable tenant for every one of your properties. Please visit us at fsresidential.com.
Hi, this is Rima with the Delta Rise, Delta's tallest tower at 37 stories and great floor plans of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Are you renting? Why rent when you can own? Delta Rise is offering pre-construction pricing. Come out and take advantage now before our Experience Center closes this fall. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 Stories of Wow.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, it's Bill Macklin. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to meet with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
Vancouver weather.
Well, it should be mainly cloudy today with a 30% chance of showers. Highs about 19. The UV index is moderate, about 5 degrees.
And tomorrow is cloudy with a 60% chance of showers. And on Monday, it's cloudy as well with 60% chance of showers and a high of 16.
And right now it is 14 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
AM 650. I'm having so much fun in this elevator pool. Heaven on the 7th floor. Hey, baby. Heaven on the 7th floor. And I ain't complaining, 'cause I've never been so high before. Please don't rescue me.
Yeah. And you didn't think there was a song about elevators, huh?
I did it.
Heaven on the 7th floor.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Going up, she said. We have a very special guest on today's program, and before we bring him on, you were saying that the next house you get, you're going to make sure you have an elevator in there.
Absolutely, because as we get older, one of the things that I'm looking at is that why would you put that in if you're going to build, if you're constructing something today, if you're talking to a builder of any sort, why wouldn't you make sure you got an elevator? I mean, the costs are they're not minimal, but they're certainly not very expensive, and now you can live in your home until you no longer can live in your home.
Or until you are no longer living.
Or you're no longer living. So I'm either going to get carried on a box or an urn.
Or you just ride up and down the elevator for eternity,
Exactly.
which could be fun. Have it on the 7th floor. We have a gentleman standing by. Sherry knows this guy, and he sounds like he knows his business, and he certainly do. He's with Nationwide Lifts, and we should say good morning to Guy Redmond. Guy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Ready to go at work already. I'm finished this, and I'm off to Richmond to go install one, actually.
You're working on the new big hotel downtown, too, aren't you?
Yes, I actually work for Fujitec Canada. I'm running the Donald Trump building downtown right now. There's about 11 elevators in there that we're installing. It's going to be the next biggest, tallest building in Vancouver. So, yeah, it's
Wow.
a big project, and it's going to be about a couple of years. So, yeah.
11 elevators. How many floors?
68 floors in that one.
Oh,
Wow, that's a big building.
That is a big job, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, there's penthouse suites up top that are 3-story penthouse suites, and they have 3 of my elevators for Nationwide Lifts that are looking at putting in there, and they're the Cadillac of the elevators. So they're like the tube glass 360-degree angle, and they're looking at putting those in the 3 of the penthouse suites up in the very top.
Well, Bill was saying in his next home he's having an elevator put in because, quite frankly, it could be Bill's last home, and he doesn't like stairs. Are there many people, Guy, that are having elevators put in private residences?
Yes, I'm finding more elevators than stair lifts because I actually installed a stair lift too. And I've been in the business for my own company here, Nationwide Lifts, for I'd say a year and a half now, and I've put in more elevators than I've done stair lifts, and it's more and more now because it's feasible. It's not extremely expensive to put one in. Sure enough, there's the Cadillac of elevators, and then there's the Hondas of the elevators. But I mean, they're it's there. It's the market now is there. The baby boom's here, and more and more people are retiring, and they don't want to be in care homes. They want to stay with their house and move from there.
And Guy, that's one of the things that I found really interesting about your product is not only, new construction, people can plan ahead, but for the people that are already living in their homes, they've been living there for 20, 30 years, and they really don't want to move, and it really comes down to a problem of mobility. You can actually install them in an already built older home as well.
That's correct. Yes, I have a guy that's a very great restoration guy. He'll right now in the one in Richmond, we took a whole bathroom right out, and they had a suite downstairs, and we accommodated that, and they actually dug a pit out because some of these elevators accommodate a pit, or you don't really need them. You can have a ramp, but these people that own this home wanted a nice flush floor level and all that, and it's he does great work. Radiant flooring he took out, plumbing, electrical, and they made a hoistway for my unit, so it's capable of any house out there, and it works. It works for everybody right now.
We had the opportunity to go through one of the lottery homes in White Rock, and they had an elevator in there. I guess maybe because the house was so tall, because of being on a hilly terrain. Do you find that many people that have brand new homes are getting elevators put in there looking toward the future?
Yes. Actually, White Rock is a big market out there. I think I got 4 out there ready to be installed out there. There's a 4-stop elevator out there that I'm going to be looking at installing, and all the kitchens are upstairs now. Is the view, right? So the bedrooms are down 1 floor. So when you come into your garage and they pull in, there's elevators right at that floor. They load the groceries up, and up they go to the kitchen, so you're not carrying bags. And when you get older, it's a little harder to carry stuff up. And
well, the easy part is going down. That you're right, but the hard part is going up.
Oh, it is. It is. It's troublesome, right? I have trouble with stairs, and I'm still young, but. You can feel it at the end of the day,
So what would be the average price, do you think, of one of those elevators in that type of home, in, like, let's say, White Rock?
If you want, there's a standard one, not anything automatic. It's just a standard footprint. You're looking in the low 30s. And then I got the Cadillac ones that are, like I said, the glass tube ones that you can put in a house, and they're in your 60 range, right? But it's what you want. I'm willing to work with anybody on a budget or whatever, and get installed for them to help them out. So
I could see something like this adding a little bit of value to the home too, right?
Absolutely.
Well, very much so. Very much so. It's especially these new little townhomes going in now. There's one on White Rock, and I think they're pretty well sold right out. There's 10 units that had individual elevators in each townhome.
Wow.
Wow.
That opens the door for elderly, people with disabilities that have troubles, and not just the younger market with, you know what I mean, looking at buying. It opens the door for a lot.
Now, the elevators of today, I guess, are totally automatic. You don't have to hire a senior citizen to like make it go like they used to have an operator in the old days, eh?
No, it's all automatic. There's units up there. There's like a constant pressure switch that you got to hold on certain units. But the traditional elevators, like inside home closet, they call them closet elevators with swing out doors. They just get in like a normal elevator and push the button and off they go.
I'm glad you're on the show because I got a chance to tell my elevator story. When I was a little kid, about 5, 6 years old, I was in the Eaton store downtown. They had 2 sets of elevators. They had the express elevators on one side of the store, and they had the regular elevators on the other side of the store. And this is back in the old days where they used to have an operator, elevator operator.
Okay.
Remember? So we got on at the 6th floor, my mom, my aunt, and myself. And this woman that was driving this damn thing turned the lights off and went from the top to the bottom floor without stopping. Scared the hell right out of me. And then they take me outside, and they want me to get on the bus, and it's a lady driving the bus. And I figured, no way. I figured the women were out to get me.
It damaged you.
It damaged me for life. But we don't have problems with elevators anymore, do we?
No, not too much now. You figure on an elevator how much it runs up and down in the world. I mean, it probably moves more. It's the biggest transportation in the world. It moves people more and more every day, and higher and higher, because the footprint of a property now is getting too expensive, so they're going up, right? I mean, the average, when I first started in the trade, was 30-story buildings in Vancouver, and now we're looking at 70s. You know, so it just shows that it's going way up. So it's a very interesting business. It's been a great trade for me, and I've enjoyed it, and that's why I've actually started my own business, and hopefully it flourishes, and I can help people out in the market out there.
You made me think of another elevator story. I knew I had too. And I only tell this because it's an opportunity. We were over at the Vancouver General Hospital a few months ago, going up. She got stuck. And we pressed the button for help, and there's no phone. I said, press the button, Finally, what's your problem? I appear to be stuck in this elevator. Can you help me out? So about 20 minutes later, they got me out. But the chances of getting stuck in a home elevator or anything bad happening is probably next to none, I would think, right, Guy?
Yeah, well, the big commercial stuff, how much it runs every day, and there's maintenance guys going out there and they're maintaining them all the time. But they're electrical and mechanical, and a lot of mechanical stuff sometimes breaks down over years and years. But
sure,
the home elevator, there's a self-lowering automatic battery set up too. So I mean, if the power goes out, it will lower you to the landing where you got to get out and get you out. So I mean, it's not like the big stuff. It's not all the safety precautions and as big as the high-rise stuff, because you're dealing with more height and speed, right? So it's elevators very, very well built.
I feel better now. Thank you for that.
Yeah, not a problem.
You go to a shopping mall and they have the elevators that go maybe 2 or 3 floors, and they work on a big piston thing. But I guess the elevators, most of them actually work on cables, right?
That's correct. You got to go with height. I mean, you figure some of these hydraulic elevators, the max is pretty about 6 to 7 floors. That's the one that goes in the ground. Or now with environmentally, they're going green. So they morally they're staying with cable now. A lot of companies are going with cable driven, and it's just reliable. I mean, it's the best unit out there you can get is a cable driven elevator.
Do you ever get a chance to watch these TV shows like Homes of the Rich and Famous? And what they do is they have an elevator, but it's for their car. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, haven't had. Actually, when I lived in Bermuda, I actually did put a car lift in.
Did you really?
Yeah, I lived there for 3 years, and it was a very interesting lifestyle. But the footprint in Bermuda is so limited space there. They actually made these parking garages with elevators to park your car. So 2 cars would park below, and then they would lift up, and then the other ones would drive in. So it was kind of neat unit too. But
I should ask you, Bill, do you think there'd be some money available mortgage-wise for home improvement like this?
I would think so. I think we have probably about 3 lenders right now that would be chomping at the bit to assist people to do this type of thing. I've got a client that's in Ladner right now that they're getting on age, and they like living in their home. They don't want to move. And so we looked at their situation and said this is an ideal spot for an elevator, renovation of the house. And like Sherry was saying earlier, they can come into the house and probably do a renovation fairly easily. And as Guy was saying there, let's put an elevator in and makes it more safe for them.
So, Guy, I guess as long as it has 2 floors, like a basement and a main floor, or a main floor and an up floor, or up to 60 floors, you can put an elevator in there, right?
That's correct. Hopefully we'll have one going to the moon pretty soon, or the space station. Who knows?
I like that idea, as long as she doesn't turn the lights off on the way back.
Exactly.
Well, you get back to this contractor work out there now, the people building homes, the contractors out there. I mean, I don't know why they don't put in their footprint already. They don't have to get an elevator installed, but just have a closet over a closet that's capable of putting an elevator in it. So if someone comes to the house to look at it and they say, well, we have a disabled person, we need something. Well, here we go. We got a closet that we can put one in right here, right now. And you see more and more. West Van has that. There's a townhouse complex up there. They actually have closet over closet. So if you need an elevator in there, that you can put one in.
So guys like Guy Redmond, you like that's
Very
pretty good.
good.
Yeah,
That's
gentlemen
very
like Guy Redmond of Nationwide Lifts and making it possible so people can stay in their house a lot longer.
Well, look at the cost of a senior that has to go into a home versus a senior that can stay at home with someone that's dropping in doing some care or doing some assistance to help them to live in their own home. You know, first off, you're in your own home. The chances of living are longer that way because you're in your own environment. Secondly, you've got the ability now with what Guy's saying about moving up and down in your home, so you don't have to worry about that. So, you know, it just kind of extends your life in your existing home. And, you know, lenders like that as well, obviously, because it gives them a future value to the property. I mean, even those properties that Guy was talking about that are townhomes that already got the elevators built in, those are just going to continue to go up in value.
Not only that, it's going to increase your entertainment value, too, because the grandkids can come over and play in there.
Maybe they have a lock for them. You can just leave them there.
I'm hiding in the elevator. You can't find me.
Well, maybe we put an option there. Maybe we can have a lock key on that.
Good idea. Now, Guy, if we have somebody listening to you on the show this morning and they're thinking about, this sounds kind of nifty, can I give this gentleman a call? What's your telephone number, Guy?
And you can reach me at 604-787-2483.
All right, that's 604-787-2483, 604-787-2483. And, of course, you have a website as well?
Yeah, it's guy.redmond, R-E-D-M-O-N-D, at nwlifts.com.
All right, now that's your email address, guy.redmond at nwlifts.com, and your website is nwlifts.com, correct?
That's correct.
Fantastic. And one more time, your phone number is 604?
787-2483.
All right. Well, I've got to get in the elevator and go up a flight of stairs, get myself a coffee, and come back down and continue with the show. But, Guy, if I get stuck, I'm going to give you a call.
Not a problem. Be glad to help, Tom.
Thanks for talking to us today, and get back to work, because I'm sure some people want their elevators put in.
All right.
We'll talk again, Guy. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
Thank you, Guy.
That's Guy. Great guy.
Yes,
Yeah,
great guy.
great guy.
And
Guy's
you
a
know
great
what?
guy.
I saw the brochure he has on these elevators, and they really are a nice looking product, and very economical, I think, for adding to your home.
They're just spending $500,000 to $500,000, which is not likely, more like $800,000 to $1 million. A $30,000 investment for something like that to live in that home the rest of your life. I mean, you take the cost of that $30,000 over 10 years, that's $3,000 a year. So you divide that by, just say by 10, that's $300 a month to stay in your own home versus $4,000 or $3,000 for, assisted living.
Right.
So if anybody would like to give Guy Redmond a call of Nationwide Lives, his telephone number again, 604-787-2483, 604-787-2483. His email address is guy.redmond at nwlifts.com. And if you want to get some more information, his website is nwlifts.com. Radio Real Estate is the name of the show. Tom Lucas with Sherry Brown, Bill Macklem, and Paul Dembski. It's 23 and a half minutes after 10 o'clock. And time now to chat with our Tri-City specialist, Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty. She's on the line. Let's say good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Tom. Hi, Sherry.
How you doing?
I'm excited.
I can tell because next week we're sending you on special assignment to Hawaii.
I know. I can't wait. Thank you so much for that.
Well, you've been a good person for the last couple of years, so I figured you deserve a break. So next week, you're going to go to Hawaii and you're going to figure out what's going on there, and you'll report back to us, right?
You bet. And definitely, I'm actually glad I stayed home for the long weekend because I sold two of my beautiful listings.
Well, it just goes to show what a lot of hard work will do. How's the week been out in the Tri-Cities?
It's been a great week in the Tri-Cities. Today I'm featuring 4 fantastic opportunities in Amor, just minutes from Port Moody. If you can't find your perfect home, I have 3 large building lots available in the prestigious Ridgewood Estates, starting at $589,900. You can bring in your own builder or use the help of resident builder Marcraft Homes. I also have a gorgeous custom rancher situated on a private, perfectly flat 1.1 acre park-like lot. You can come by and visit me at the open house tomorrow from 1 to 4 p.m. Today from 10 to 5 p.m. is a variety fundraiser barbecue located at the Price Smart Foods Pine Tree on Lougheed. Stop by to get your variety t-shirt, gold heart pin, keychains, and pens. There's children's face painting available by donation. This is Andrea Jock for Radio Real Estate.
Aloha. Have a happy flight. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, Tom. Talk to you soon.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jacques at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
It's Radio Real Estate on AM 650, and in just a minute, we'll be joined by Judith Harris, the General Manager of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader. This morning, Judith will chat to us about rental properties in a strata corporation.
And Tom will be speaking with Mick Lutz, Sales Manager at the Delta Rise.
And Sherry will have this week's celebrity real estate gossip.
Yes.
Who are you chatting about
Today
this week?
I'm chatting about Dolly Parton.
Oh,
I think you
wow.
remember her.
I do.
And Ashton Kutcher.
This Little House in the Prairies, was that the one?
I think you went to school with her, didn't you? We'll find out.
Little House in the Texas. I guess that Little House in Texas, wasn't it?
Where's Galveston?
Oh.
It's in Texas.
Is that why you're going down there?
I think we're going to go to
I thought
Dolly.
so. I knew there was a reason. Good morning. This is Tom Lucas with our co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklin, who is itching to go away. You want to go away in the rest of the show, it's okay. Your mind's already in Galveston. Billy is the president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer is Paul Dembski, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Rima with Delta Rise, Delta's tallest tower at 37 stories and great floor plans of 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. Are you renting? Why rent when you can own? Delta Rise is offering pre-construction pricing. Come out and take advantage now before our Experience Center closes soon. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 Stories of Wow.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labor and materials. We are proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, this is Donna Smood of Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I've lived here all my life and know this is a great place for you to live too. The North Shore offers everything. Spectacular mountain, ocean, and city views, apartments starting from $350,000 and up, and homes starting from $950,000 and up. When you are ready to buy or sell on the North Shore, give me a call at 604-803-0931 or visit my website at smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential. We're the largest residential property management company in Greater Vancouver. Currently, we manage over 45,000 residences located in over 430 strata buildings throughout the city. Our focus is centered around you, our customer. We know you'll feel the difference. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation with our focus on customer service. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 home buyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same home buyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
AM 650. I'm working on a building of love. Gonna build it in the name of everyone. I'm working on a building of love.
Working on a building of love.
Yes, I see them working on that building all the time.
And those people that are working on it love working on it.
Yes.
That's why it's a building of love.
Wow.
the biggest thing which is coming to North Delta.
Yes.
And you like it because it's going to be a way for you to find your office.
It will be a very good way for me to find my office.
Like right
because
next
it's
door.
right there, right next door.
Even in the fog. If the fog comes, you can look up and see the big, tall apartment building.
It's 37 stories of wow coming.
No
Yes.
kidding. Well,
Maybe
we're
she's going to move there, and then she just has to just walk to work.
What an idea. You could
Yes.
save money on the gas.
That's true.
Take their elevator.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to find out what is going on the biggest thing which is on its way to North Delta. As we say good morning to Mick Lutz. Mick is the general sales manager over at Delta Rise. Mick, good morning.
Good morning again, Tom. How are you?
I'm dandy. Thank you for being here with us today. I love talking about Delta Rise, the biggest thing on its way to North Delta. As you know, the weather is changing. Summer is coming. People are thinking about maybe making a move to a place that offers some outdoors amenities, and Delta Rise offers them all, right?
It does. It has a huge outdoor park. It has a putting green, an outdoor barbecue area. You can have a barbecue on your deck as well, but if it's a beautiful day, you want to invite friends and family over, you can have a big outdoor party. It's got the children's playground. It's got a community garden, outdoor fitness, water feature, a Zen garden. It's really comprehensive.
I like how you mentioned the outdoor decks, because I know the average deck size in Metro Vancouver somewhere is about 60 square feet, but you folks over at Delta Rise have decks that are about, what, 300 square feet?
Oh, over 300. These are huge, these decks. Really extend your living space. You can set up a fresco kitchen on these decks.
And of course, with your penthouses, beautiful sized decks there.
Yeah, we actually have one penthouse where the deck is larger than the interior of the penthouse. It's huge.
That's amazing. Now, you're centrally located. Tell folks where to find you.
We are situated on the corner of Scott Road and 80th. Big signage up, can't miss us.
We talked about the amenities right on the premises, but you're very close to everything else too, right? The community center's close by?
Yeah, just within a couple of blocks, you've got the North Delta Community Centre. They're just about to drop $10 million into that. For upgrades, Sun God Swimming Fitness Centre, that just was upgraded recently. Lots of bike trails, and the Tour de Delta is coming up shortly too. So a lot of activities in Delta.
Well, now what I like about you and me chatting every week is we get an opportunity to build this beautiful high-rise on the radio. It's deltarise.ca. That's the website if you want to get more information. And you're open until what time today, Mick?
We will be open till 6. We're 1 until 6 during the week and noon until 5 on the weekends. And we've been known to stick around later when the traffic's walking through the door.
And you have something for everybody.
Absolutely. Big spread in price range. Anything from the first-time home buyer to the downsizer. Even if you want to make a lateral move, we've got lots of selection.
There you heard it from Mick. Something for everybody. Mick, you have a great day. Enjoy the weather, and I will talk with you again next week.
Thanks so much, Tom. Always a pleasure. Have a great week.
To get more information on Delta Rise, call 604-594-7473 or visit deltarise.ca.
Give Mick a call today. Again, his telephone number is
604-594-7473.
It's Radio Real Estate 1032 is the time. We're broadcasting from Vancouver, BC, Canada. And I just say that because people could be listening to us online.
Well, I've been hearing you on your other show, and I hear people saying we're calling back from Singapore because we're listening to you.
Wow.
Yeah. Los Angeles, New York. Lots of calls from Alberta.
Galveston, Texas.
Galveston, Texas next week. Hey, you could call in and make a request on that show, too.
I could.
Right after you call into this show and do your report.
I'll go down to the beach and
I don't care where you are down there as long as you're available when we get a hold of you on the telephone.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Bill will be reporting to us from Galveston, Texas next week. Maybe we'll play the Galveston song. What do you think?
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be really dandy. 10:33 is the
John
time.
Denver sang that one so well.
And Glenn Campbell even did a better version, too. You. 10:33 is the time. Judith Harris, who is the general manager of First Service Residential, North America's residential property management leader, is on the line, and she's got something to talk about today, something kind of interesting. So let's find out what's on her mind this morning. Judith, good morning.
Good morning, Tom. Most of us have an advisor of some sort regarding our retirement, RRSP, and savings plans. They'll all agree that real estate is one of the safest and most secure investments to procure as part of your portfolio. So why not consider a condo? You'll receive a regular rental cash flow, gain equity as you pay your mortgage down, and also realize the upside in values when you decide to dispose of the asset. It's a win-win. It is the best idea to have a professional management company take care of your acquisition. Often lenders will look at your intended purchase more favorably when there is a professional management company at the table to take care of your investment. To some, the strata world is daunting, but when you have experts that understand the rules to play by, it can be frictionless and a most satisfying adventure. An example is that it's important to have your tenant be registered with the strata by a specific Form K and understand and follow the strata's bylaws and rules. When you have licensed and bonded personnel screening your tenants, showing your units, and collecting your rent while making sure you're in compliance with all the strata bylaws and rules, you'll sleep well at night. With the vacancy rate historically hovering in the 1 to 2% range, your condo won't sit empty for long. As your property manager, we do not earn any fees if the unit is vacant, so we are motivated to get you the best tenant at the most desirable rental rate as quickly as possible. When shopping for your condo as an investment, you'll most likely have a different wish list if you were looking for your own personal forever home. Think about what would appeal to the larger rental population, such as transit, amenities, and flexibility with rental bylaws. Next week, our president, Scott Douglas, will be joining me to chat about the benefits and synergies to have your investment managed by the same firm that manages your Strata Corporation. This is Judith Harris, First Service Residential for Radio Real Estate.
If you have any questions about property management or if you'd like to book an appointment with First Service Residential, call 604-683-8900. That's 604-683-8900 or visit fsresidential.com.
Well, thank you so much, Sherry. Bill, before we get into the gossip today, you had a client, a gentleman you'd like to do a little shout out to.
Yeah, Mark. I was talking to Mark this morning just before we started the show, and he was asking some questions about his purchase. He's taking off his W-2s today, so he gave me a shout this morning. He's with the city of Richmond, and he's telling me there's a little bit of a situation going on with some of the water parks, so he's on his way out there. But we were just talking, so I thought I'd say to him, hi, Mark. Bernadette?
What was the situation of the water park? No water?
No water.
Not much of a water park without water.
That's what he said.
I know a little one's about 4 years old. She wouldn't go near a water park without water.
Really?
Yeah, that's the point. It's 10:36, and Sherry, you wanted to say hi to somebody too, didn't you?
Yes, I was at my Rotary meeting the other day. Of course, that's where I love to go every Thursday for lunch, my Rotary of North Delta meeting. And one of the Rotarians, Rob Bougie, came up to me and said, hey, I love listening to your show and that Tom Lucas guy.
Well, isn't that nice?
So thank you. Thank you, Rob and Linda, for listening every week.
And Paul has some bears he'd like to say hi to up at the camping grounds. Well, you were camping there last week, and you came in just to do the show. That was awfully nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, yeah. Like he had a choice.
He doesn't look serious, though.
No. So did you know the bears by names out there at the camping grounds yet?
Not quite.
Fifi and Minnie and a few other ones.
Yogi?
Yeah. By the way, Paul, our producer, got married a few weeks ago. How's it going so far? Nice?
Really good, thanks.
Yeah? You're getting used to each other?
Yes.
That's a good thing. She hasn't found out about that little habit you have yet, eh?
No, not quite.
Okay. 10:37 is our time, and time now for Sherry Brown and our celebrity real estate gossip. Sherry, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Tom. American icon Dolly Parton, I think we all remember her. She has put her fantastically Dolly-esque West Hollywood home on the market. The small 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Spanish-style home is just north of Santa Monica Boulevard, which I was at last year. And it was also the former childhood home of Natalie Wood. No. So that's a little interesting fact. You can get this tiny little piece of Great Smoky Mountains in LA for $1.395 million.
Now that's not bad.
No,
that's
for a
not
2-bedroom house.
Really?
No.
Yeah, in Santa Monica.
Yeah. And Ashton Kutcher is selling his glassy Hollywood Hills house very quietly. Now, he ended up renting this house back in 2011 for the insane price of $50,000 a month. But when then house hunting Justin Bieber started poking around the property, Kutcher scooped it up and bought it for $8.4 million. He just did not want the Biebs to buy the house.
Do you blame him?
No. And so now him and girlfriend Mila are expecting, of course, if you haven't heard the news. So the 9,300 square foot house with 5 bedrooms is going to be listed quietly for possibly around $12 million.
So it's too small for the three of them?
I think it's not baby-proof. It's a very glass house, so they want a more baby-proof house, yes.
I see.
And that's your celebrity real estate gossip.
And if you'd like to get more information on the stars and what they're doing in the world of real estate, go to our website, which is radiorealestateshow.ca, radiorealestateshow.ca. On the homepage there, just make a little clicky-poo, and you can get the celebrity real estate gossip, right?
Yes, you can. It's all there for you.
It's all there waiting to be read. 10:39 is the time, and in the next segment of our program, we're going to be talking with our friend Donna Smood of Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver. And she'll be joining us, and we're going to be continuing our discussion about the day in the life of a North Shore real estate agent.
And we'll be talking about your business team you assemble for your home purchase.
This is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty with Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Our producer, Paul Dembski. That was a mouthful this morning. And Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Rima with the Delta Rise, Delta's tallest and newest tower, rising 37 stories. Delta Rise is known for its accessible location, great outdoor amenities, and smartly designed floor plans. For more information, visit us at the corner of Scott Road and 80th Avenue or online at deltarise.ca. Come find out what all the hype is about. It's why we call it 37 stories of wow.
Donna Smood here from Remax Masters Realty in West Vancouver. You may be getting ready to downsize your home, and this is great because it will give you more quality time to enjoy the lifestyle the North Shore has to offer. Hiking, skiing, golfing, the arts, and fabulous restaurants. For more information on downsizing on the North Shore, call me at 604-803-0931 or visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD. It's all about you.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin of Dominion Macklin Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Well, it should be mostly cloudy today with a 30% chance of showers. The expected high today, 18 degrees with the UV index of 5.
And tomorrow we have cloudy with a 60% chance of showers. And on Monday it's cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 16.
Maybe we should go out and buy umbrellas today. What do you think?
We might.
There's an
Need
idea.
to.
Here's an idea. 3 umbrellas to go, please. It's 14 degrees right now on the Radio Real Estate Show.
AM 650.
And we're doing this live right now, but you might be listening to our show on what's known as a podcast, right?
A podcast, yes.
Is that like the thing you put in the machine and you get coffee if you listen to it?
No.
Different kind of pod.
That's a different pod.
I see.
This is the kind of pod that you go to radiorealestateshow.ca and you can actually click on podcasts and download it and work out to it or just, lie in the sun when we get some and listen to the show if you missed anything.
Invite your neighbors over and you can actually pick a show.
You can pick a show and have a party.
Whatever show you want.
That's right.
They're there, I think, at least for 6 months.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can hear Bill doing his thing, talking about John Denver music. That'd be great. So, radiorealestateshow.ca is our website. 10:42 is the time. And right now, it is time to take a look at the North Shore real estate situation with our North Shore real estate expert. Her name is Donna Smood. She's with Remax Masters Realty. We have her on the line right now. Donna, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you this week?
I'm wonderful. It's been sunny every day.
Your feet must be hurting because you've been knocking on a whole lot of doors this past week.
Yes, I've knocked on 40 doors each day, and that means up and down the stairs, and I sleep like a baby.
When Donna is not knocking on doors, she's out running marathons, and you've got another one tomorrow, isn't it?
The annual R&D 25K trail race, it starts at Cleveland Dam, and it goes up to the Grouse Grind parking lot, and then it goes along the Baden-Powell Trail to Deep Cove.
Why do you find it so important to go and knock on people's doors?
If you don't meet people belly to belly, they don't really get a chance to know you, and you don't get a chance to know them. You don't get to hear their stories. It's a really good way to see all the different types of properties. It gives me more knowledge of each property. It gives you a chance to tell them what's going on in their area. I give them information about what the other homes actually sold for or the tax assessments, and they find that very useful.
If you don't talk to people face to face, or as you say, belly to belly, how are you going to know what their needs and wants are?
It's timing. Maybe they're not ready to sell now, but maybe in a few years, so you can keep updating them on the market, and they just appreciate it.
And I understand, too, that last week when you were out knocking on some doors, you went to a lady's house and she actually gave you some flowers. She was so happy to see you.
She was actually outside gardening, and so I had a little chat with her outside, and I continued on my door knocking. And on the way back, she was waiting at the top of her driveway asking me if she could give me some flowers to take home.
Now, you see, those people in the North Shore, they are nice people. And, folks, if you're thinking about making a move over to the North Shore, or maybe you do live in the North Shore now and you just want to make a move, what you do is give Donna Smood a call. She is our North Shore expert, both North and West Vancouver. She knows everything there is to know. Like, watch this. For example, if I say to you, Donna, West Vancouver has been known as a buyer's market for the last little while. Is that right?
It's changing. I feel if houses are priced right at this moment, whether it's North End or West Vancouver, it's a seller's market.
And how about bidding wars? Any bidding wars going on?
If the house is priced accurately, you can guarantee a bidding war right now. If it's over, it's not going to get a bidding war.
So now it might be a very good time to think about this. If you're thinking about putting your home on the market, if you live in North or West Vancouver, now would be a good time to give Donna a call. Is that right?
Yes, I look forward to getting some calls.
And you work with a realtor who has buyers, so you have people ready to buy.
I have a wonderful Asian agent, and he has lots of buyers wanting to move to the North Shore, and so we just need some listings.
Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and bang on some more doors today, get with your buyer's agent, put a few for sale signs up, then get your runners out and go run the marathon for us tomorrow, okay?
That sounds great.
And I'll talk to you next week.
Okay, have a good weekend. This is Donna Smood for Radio Real Estate.
To learn more about the North Shore market, call Donna at 604-803-0931. That's 604-803-0931. Or visit smoodrealestate.com. That's SMOOD realestate.com.
It's 10:45. This is the Radio Real Estate Show, and now something very special for our dear friend Bill Macklem.
Big Bad Billy, Sweet William now. Do the dishes. Big Bad Billy, Sweet William now. Popping up that floor. Big Bad Billy, Sweet William now.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. You look scary.
Yeah.
You look, but deep down inside, we know you're just a big, gentle pussycat.
Possibly.
Big Bad Bill is.
I would have said
William
teddy
now.
bear, but.
Would you? I
That
pussycat.
would be kind of more.
So Bill is the president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Don't be afraid to go to his office. It's a great office. And if you're afraid of Bill, that's okay. I understand. But he's got lovely people that work there.
Yes.
And they've always got the coffee brewing.
They've always got the coffee on. They've got cookies. They've
Grandma's
got
cookies are
mints.
always
They've got
there.
everything. Washrooms are easily accessible.
I had a fellow in last night, and he says, I'm starving. I said, you have some of my mom's cookies? He says, can I have some? And he took the lid off, and he turned it over, and took them all.
Did he say, can I?
Yeah.
Well, he should have said, may I.
He probably.
May implies permission. Can, yeah.
He was a big guy.
Okay,
So
we'll
I
say whatever he
didn't
wants.
I didn't want to talk to him about his pronunciation.
I
or
understand.
word choices.
So it's 10:47, and Bill, you're going to talk to us about putting your team together when you go to buy a home.
Yes, you need to have a team. I mean, people forget that when you're buying a home, that's either no longer are we looking at the $100,000 homes. We're looking at $250,000.
Mhm.
We're looking at $500,000. We're looking at $750,000. We're looking at $1 million home. So when you're going to go spend $1 million, why would you take a dartboard and take a dart and just say, well, I think I like that one over there? Why wouldn't you say, I need to have people around me that I can trust that are not trying to sell me this home because they need to make their next mortgage payment or their next car payment or whatever, that I need to have a financial guy that's going to say, hey, like this is best for you, not best for me. Make sure they got a building inspector that's going to be able to look at the property and say, hey, you know what? There are some deficiencies here. But you need someone that's been around for a bit. So when you get a building inspector, you need someone that's not trying to scare you. You need someone that's going to give you advice on the property.
Mm-hmm.
So some people will I don't know what's behind those walls there. So, that's just scare tactics. Like none of us knows what's behind the wall there. So there's no point of even saying that. I mean, we've had some building inspectors say, well, you know what? The copper piping that's in there is past its best due date. Well, I live in a house that's 50 years old, and I got copper piping, and you know what? I don't have any leaks, so maybe I might have in the future. That's true, but you know what? Why scare people? That's not appropriate.
Your doctor called and said you had copper piping and you don't have any leaks. So that's a good thing, Bill. We're happy to get that report on you, too.
I noticed that. I thought it just came directly to my house.
So you're suggesting put a team together. So get together a team of a realtor, a mortgage broker, a home inspector.
Home inspector. You need a lawyer. You need a
Lawyer,
good lawyer.
yeah.
I mean, here's the guy. That's what I don't understand. I mean, you're going to spend $500,000, $750,000, $1 million on a home. The lawyer is the one that's going to clear the title, make sure there's no liens against the property, make sure he's going to do his due diligence on the property so it's clear for you as an owner. He's going to put you on the title because now you own the property, and then put a lien, which might be the mortgage, might not be the mortgage, might not need a mortgage. This guy here is probably going to spend a fair amount of time on it. He's got to pay all the costs to all the Land Titles Act and all that. And most people say, I'm going to see if I can get someone who's going to be $50 or $100 less. I'm kind of going like, you want $50 or $100 less? Talk to your realtor, talk to your mortgage broker. Talk to them. Pay that a little bit less on the house. But this guy here is the important part of your team. Why would you want to? That'd be like saying to your realtor, like, well, I want you to work for free. Really?
I've had people ask me that before. But, that's one of the, Bill's bringing up a really excellent point. And one of the things that's really great about working with someone like Bill, who's been in the business for a very long time. I was going to say forever, but Bill has those contacts. He has seen it all. He has done it all. He knows the good lawyers in town. He knows the home inspectors. He knows those amazing realtors that will really help you and walk you through the process and be a part of that team. So someone like Bill or myself, we do have people in place that we've run the gamut of the people who are out there. So there's really no guessing games with it if you choose someone who's been in the business for a long time.
Bill says we should put together a team. I'll ask you both. Sherry, you're putting together a team. You have to have, as we just said, have yourself a trusted realtor. How do you know you've got the right realtor? What should you do when you're looking for a realtor? What should you ask them?
Well, there's a lot of questions that you can ask them. Number one, ask them, how long have they been doing this? I think experience is really excellent when looking for a realtor, because there's lots of continuing education that we have to take. And there's things like you might not know about, like oil tanks or grow-ops, or, if that building, if the particular building burned down, could you build what was still already there? So there's a lot of things that an experienced agent will know, as opposed to, oh, my friend just became a realtor and, she used to cut my hair, but she decided to become a realtor and really doesn't know much about the marketplace or finances or houses. So definitely experience. And you want to have really good communication with your realtor. There are houses that come up and they are gone very quickly. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have someone who's on the pulse of the market, then it's, you might miss out on that dream home. So you want to have somebody who will communicate with you quite quickly when new houses do come up.
Now you're looking for a mortgage broker. Bill, what should we do when we go to see a mortgage broker? Talk to a couple?
Well, I make this analysis all the time, or analogy all the time. So picking a mortgage broker is like picking a doctor. So like Sherry said, you take a fellow that just graduated from university or the College of Medicine. A person has graduated from one of these, and you have an heart condition. So you say, well, do I take that person, or do I let's say you're going to do a heart transplant, and so do I take this person that just graduated, or do I actually go for a person that has a team that does 30 or 50 or 100 of them a month? I would think you want to go with the team. So most people say, well, why are you making that comparison between a mortgage broker and a doctor? Well, I'll tell you what. If you pick the wrong mortgage broker, you will have a heart attack. Now, I had a client in on Thursday, true story, and the realtor he was using, her daughter or her son or her husband happened to be a mortgage broker. So they said, well, you should use this person here. So they used this person here. Not only did they not get approved, and they'd already been told by that same person to take the substitutes off on the sale of their place. So now they have nothing to move into because they've already sold their home. They have now, because of the way they presented it to all the lenders, now the lender's looking at it as a fraudulent deal because everybody's changed the story every time it goes to a different lender. So now all the lenders have flagged the file, and so this person is going to be almost difficult to get financing. That's what happens with it. I have another client out in the Delta area that we've worked with for years, and then the realtor that we're working is not one of the people we normally talk to, and he's got a friend or relative that's a mortgage broker, so they don't even provide us the details so I can actually do the deal, and they stall it off to the point where the client actually then says, okay, I'm not going to get in this little bit of a pissing match, so I'll just kind of do this.
What kind of match? Never mind.
You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
I think you meant wrestling match, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. 10:54 is the time on the Radio Real Estate Show, and coming up in the next segment of the program, we'll be speaking with Finn Jensen. He is our Radio Real Estate Home Handyman, and this morning, Finn says something electrical is coming to a driveway near you.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages, our producer Paul Dembski, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on AM 650.
Hi, this is Donna Smoot of RE/MAX Masters Realty in West Vancouver. I specialize in helping women find their new home, and I also help you get top dollar when selling. Call me at 604-803-0931 and let me put my extensive marketing plan to work for you. For more information, please visit my website, smoodrealestate.com. That's smoodrealestate.com. SMOOD. It's all about you.
Hello, I'm Scott Douglas, president of First Service Residential, the largest strata management company in Greater Vancouver, proudly serving more than 45,000 residences. Speaking directly with our customers, we understand that owners look for strong communication and professional guidance when it comes to managing residences they live in. Our mission at First Service Residential is to deliver exceptional service and solutions that enhance the value of every property and the lifestyle of every owner. Trust First Service Residential to professionally manage your strata corporation. Visit fsresidential.com today to request a proposal.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labour and materials. We are proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, this is Bill Macklin from Dominion Macklin Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
AM 650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flits in the rain now, and this house flits in the cold.
And it's time now for Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate Home Handyman. Finn, good morning.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, Sherry. I think that most people agree that we tend to be a traditional sort of folk here in BC. We like things as they were in traditional comfort. But changes are catching up with us. Take, for instance, the advent of electric cars. Not hybrids, but real rechargeable electric vehicles that will take you to work and back for a couple of bucks without a hint of smell or noise. Not many people have one yet, but it's coming. Prices will come down, performances will increase, and popularity will rise. With that in mind, renovators and builders are now beginning to advertise an electrical car charging outlet, as they would a new roof or furnace. Time to take note. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
If you have any plumbing or air conditioning work that needs to be done, call Finn Jensen at 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
10:57 on the Radio Real Estate Show. Bill, is it today or tomorrow you're heading off to to Ladner?
Ladner's tomorrow. It's the May Day Parade, 11:30 being held, and then they have a bunch of extravaganzas happening all day long.
You're in the parade?
I'm in the parade with my granddaughter.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, riding in the convertible?
No, I'm making her walk.
Oh.
But I might be carrying her the last part.
Is she the one that calls you Grandpa Grumpy?
Yeah.
Now we know why. Okay, 10:58, and Sherry Brown, welcome back again from Prince George. You had a good trip.
Thank you. Yes, it was a great trip.
And thank you to Christina Watts for filling in.
Thank you so much, Christina. She did a great job.
Now you're back. You're back at work. You've been working all this week, and of course you're working this weekend. You have an open house coming up.
I do. I have an open house tomorrow, actually, at my beautiful listing at 12 Royal Avenue in New Westminster. This has a river view, and I will be there tomorrow between 1 and 3, and it's at number 512 Royal Avenue, and that will be tomorrow between 1 and 3. This is a 3-bedroom, like I say, river view, 529,000. Beautiful, beautiful, just pristine work done on this. It was redone by Ani in 2007, so it's practically brand new. It's beautiful.
So when you say Riverview, that means the property has a river view. You're not talking about Riverview.
No.
No.
But I mean, it is in that area. Yes, but it has a beautiful, beautiful river view. So you can see the river.
A view of the river. Well, that makes a lot of
Yes,
sense, yeah.
yes.
So if somebody wants to get some more information, they can give you a call or go to your website.
They can go to my website at sherrybrown.ca. That's SHERI brown.ca. Or they can give me a call directly at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of the Radio Real Estate Show. Sherry and I and Paul will be back in the studio next week. Andrea Jock will be in Honolulu with her grass skirt.
Oh.
Shaking it, Mom, at the Ala Moana Shopping Center. And Bill Macklin and his wife, Kathy, will be down there shaking it in Galveston.
Absolutely.
Holy cow. So we'll have you on the phone from Galveston.
It's 100 degrees.
Oh.
It's on the ocean. It's blue, sunny, and sandy.
And, yeah. And you'll be getting some property prices for us, too, right?
Yes, I will.
In case anybody here wants to move to Galveston.
Well, Houston's right an hour north of there. There's 2 million people, and there's 6 million in the trading area. So it should be very interesting to see what goes on here.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Have a safe flight.
Thank you very much.
Have a good time. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you all for listening. And we're back again next Saturday morning at 10. It's the Radio Real Estate Show. It's Bill for Paul and Bill and Tom and Sherry and Mary and Tom, Dick, and Harry. And I'll see you at 6 on the Radio Real Estate Show. Thank you. Bye.
The proceeding was a paid program on AM 650.
This is CISL Vancouver. All-time favorites. AM 650.